Protoss from Storm Gaming, it is going to be PvP.
Put your hands in the air. Give us some noise.
Should we put our cans in the air and give him some noise?
Yeah, well, I don't know what noise to make, but I'm having my can in the air right now.
Very, very, very exciting.
Yes, very exciting, in fact. I mean, Protoss versus Protoss is such a good matchup. I love it. I've always liked PvP. It's hell on earth to play yourself when you haven't really figured out what kind of build you want to be playing. And I mean, it's a tough position that I find myself in. But to be the spectator, to be casting this, I'm fine with that. And of course, these are two very talented players. So, I mean, with already having some decent PvPs played out tonight, I think that this one is not going to disappoint.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope it doesn't.
Let's hope it doesn't.
Let's hope it disappoints us.
Yeah,
Alex.
let's hope for disappointing games.
But
let's hope
they
for
both
50 minutes, just turtle games on each side and going goodie versus goodie.
They both full-gate each other, but it becomes really weird, so no one has probed, but no one can move out.
Let's hope for just infinite amounts of draws the entire night. Actually, talk about draws. Last night,
Oh my god.
I was thinking that when you said we're reaching the end of the broadcast, I'm gonna say, let's not call anything yet, because the last series yesterday was a 6-game best out of 5. And when I was explaining to my friend, saying that, okay, so the 6th game is like, wait a minute, that was a best out of 5.
Like, how does that? Like, how does that make sense? Well, I mean,
Alex, you're just being stupid.
In certain scenarios in this game, you can have draws. Terran, specifically, can float their buildings to inaccessible parts of the map where you need air units to kill the buildings flying. And
yes, Blizzard are aware of this problem.
they're very aware.
But, I don't know,
I've
been waiting for 5 years to fix this problem.
The problem is, rather, the solution is just get more skill, and you can make sure that you'll never end up in that scenario.
Skill? Who needs that?
Skill is the solution to everything. But Stargate comes down for PvP. This is actually what Puck needed last night.
And on he goes.
And on he goes. This is going to turn into like the biggest circle jerk for the Stargate, man.
So tell us, right now, two Stalker opening from Bales, or rather the double gate, against a Stargate. What can PvP do to punish this early expansion?
This is actually very interesting, because out of Bales, we're seeing a sentry first, which is something that's very rare.
Okay, in one sentence.
I'm done.
Okay.
That's my sentence.
Well, thank you very much, Tenshi. Nice force field comes down here. PvP right now taking some damage onto his adept. Gonna shade away there, but nice blocking. Gets 2-3 probes. And that's it. At the same time, though, getting into that base. Going to get a few workers with that.
He's getting a lot of damage done with this, in fact. He's gonna get 5 workers, perhaps. No.
That's a mistake.
Literally dodged a bullet.
But the thing is, like, so I can't see the lower bar sometimes. So I actually thought he had a lot of energy on that mothership core, or some energy. So I was like, why would you time that? But actually timed it just when he got enough energy.
Yeah, well, 4 probe kills still is pretty decent. And of course, a full scout there from PvP. No, wait, Bales cancelled. He cancelled the Robo, and he went for that Twilight Council. But now, Oracle is out here. And there's also Twilight Council behind this for PvP, so he's going to have a lot of options here for him. Blink starts for Bales, but this Oracle, he has no idea that it's going to be coming in here.
Doesn't he? I think I saw the...
Did he? Never mind. He must have seen it.
He must have seen it.
I just realized, yeah.
Yeah, he saw it like with his mothership core. There we are, yeah. So he saw that. He doesn't see the Twilight Council coming up here for PvP, but it's going to be much later than the one of Bales. But PvP, he went up to 2 Oracles. He tags with 1, but he's going to save up some energy now. So here's the thing. If Bales doesn't realize there are 2 Oracles, we could see 1 coming into each mineral line, and if one of them deals a lot of damage, that's kind of enough to pay for itself.
Yeah, and bear in mind, like, he sends 1 in first and delays the second Oracle. That's how you want to be using these. So right now, he's got Stalkers in Natural, he's got Stalkers in the main. These are actually tagged up here, so he's going to be able to keep track of those. Natural has the Mothership Core also in position for that Photon Overcharge. And here we go. Scout comes in, he sees the Robo, he sees the Twilight Council researching. You can only assume it is Blink, because, I mean, you wouldn't really get anything else in this scenario. But he's going to come in with one of the Oracles, one that's actually a little bruised here. Find 2 probes, at least, in Natural.
Indeed. But now he shows he has 2 Oracles as well. So Bales is going to keep units in both his mineral lines, been playing this very cautiously.
Yeah.
That's going to help him out quite a bit, because had we seen him leave one of those mineral lines because he saw the well, I guess the vector of the Oracle, he could have definitely lost a lot of probes right there.
I mean, he knows there are 2 out though, so
Yeah, now he does, of course, after the second one jumped in.
oh, this is a nice use of the stasis ward. Is going to slow down a potential 3rd base. Bales wants to go for that. Another stasis ward here between the rocks. I mean, you break down those rocks, you kill the stasis ward.
Oh, that'd be so cute if you stay. What happens if you stasis someone and break down the rocks?
You time the. Oh my god, that would actually be so sick. Because yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. You can probably do that. I'm curious though as to how the units react because they become invulnerable.
Yeah.
So if you break the rock tower on top of them, will they die?
Well, that's a good question. Though, if Bales just moves out, it's going to activate right away. But if we wait a bit, see a big portion of his army, I mean, what could happen? This is an interesting kind of stasis ward. I want to see what happens.
Yeah,
It's an interesting interaction we're going to see soon.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I mean, at least he gets the probe here.
Does it though?
I mean, he's going to slow things down, of course, which is nice.
Yep.
At the same time, Bale has started charge, getting that +1 attack. Immortal production has begun here for PvP, adding that
he's-
3rd Nexus.
Yeah. So the question is, this stasis ward is still just lying about. We're going to see. Let's focus on what these guys are doing because we see charge coming out from Bales here, and he does have that immortal out quite early on. Adds the 3rd base. He's really looking to get the macro going. Same things for Bales though.
Yeah, I mean, both players basically mirroring one another in what they're up to. So we are going to be going in for the slightly longer game. He's going to not dodge that and, well, will trigger the stasis ward. Oracle comes on in, not going to find anything. Loses one of his friends. That blink, of course, very useful here to deflect any sort of harassment attempt here. At the same time, PvP moving out across the map. And just now, a very slow game, really, between both of these players.
And let's see, both now getting up to the charge. Seemingly, they want to go into that charge slot. Immortal kind of sets up. Nice here from PvP. Does have 1 extra Stalker right now, so he goes in and pokes a bit. But both players are very cautious right now. We see PvP kind of pushing out, posturing a bit, but it's not a lot of engagements, rather a bit of poking and a lot of posturing. So kind of giving an overview right now, I would say Bales is kind of ahead of the curve because he does have that earlier +1, he does have the earliest charge, and of course Templar Archives already started. So PvP right now kind of playing the catch-up game. The one thing going for him, of course, is the slightly quicker 3rd Immortal for the defense, of course.
And bear in mind, he does have the Oracle, which is also going to be very, very useful as this game goes on. Because if you can tag the army of your opponent, you can always keep track of where they are, and that's how you can set up a more optimal engagement. Because it's really important, the positioning game here in the later stages of Protoss versus Protoss, with those Blink Stalkers, with the Immortals Force Fields, and of course, potential disruptors as we start coming in towards the later stages of this first map. So, for now, I really think that the position that Pili finds himself in, even though he's going to be down in upgrades, etc., he will most generally have the positional advantage just because of the Oracle, if he can keep his opponent's army tagged.
Well, it comes in again. Gonna see if he can find some damage. Mothership Core ready in the natural cannon in the main. And Pili right now defending that 3rd base, setting up the cannon, has the pylon ready as well. But Bales right now is looking to deal some damage, and Pili could see this if he's paying attention. I believe he's not actually. Now we realize.
Yeah, you have to wake up a little bit here. Archons in the mix though, and they're at the back. You want to keep them a little further at the front, of course. Let them tank, let them deal that damage. They have very short range, so keeping them at the back, not the best. But now, more gateways going down here for Bales. War Prism has started. Pili now starting to squeeze in those Archons of his own. Dark Shrine can be very useful in these stages of the game. He needs to be careful again, just going for the tag, keeping this energy on the Oracle very low. And again, things just slowing down. We're going to be going up to 4 bases now in this Protoss versus Protoss.
We are. It looks like Pili right now pushing up north. Not really sure what he killed right there.
Pylon.
Oh, pylon. Okay. And well, he's going to pass here. Bale's going to control the watchtower for either a very long time or just a few seconds, depending on how attentive Pili is. That looks like just a few seconds. So I like this for Bales though, because he's the one who just gets to tech. But Pili, you know, he needs to still add that 4th base. Right now, he's kind of just going for this. He has a lot of charge slots, though, in the front of his army, which adds a lot of DPS.
Yeah, the army supply, Alex, if you take a look here, Bales will have a tech advantage if this game goes on for a little longer. But if Pili strikes when he has such a significant supply advantage, that's going to be huge. He's going to be able to find himself an Immortal. That's a really nice pickoff to start things here for Pili. I mean, he's feeling good about this right now.
That's very sloppy by Bales, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Even though he's down in upgrades, 2-2 or +2 attack is still going to be done. But a 4 DT drop heading towards the main base. There is no detection in position, and if he can kill this Robo, then he's going to be in very bad shape. But here we go.
Here we go, and just getting as many of those photo charges as possible, focusing down the Robo. That's a fantastic choice here by Bales, but Pili, he's just going for it, charging into the army of Bales. Bales right now just kiting. He knows he needs to buy time, and he has a lot of these Immortals not good, holding on right now, and it seems like at the same time he did get that Robo.
Yeah, it was very smart there from Bales to back towards those pylons where he had the Photon over charge advantage. Blinking forward now, going to take down an Arcanum perhaps, does fall, but all of a sudden Pili decides to turn around and go for the attack again. But now he's losing a lot in the main base. He lost the Robo, he's lost 13 workers. He will deal with this eventually, but he's taken a considerable amount of damage back at home. The army, the workers player are, there's 74 workers for Bales, 46 here for Pili. So if he cannot kill his opponent with this attack, he's going to be dying in this game because there's a 4th base up as well for Bales.
Exactly, and here right now, Pili, of course, he's trying to add a second Robo. He's trying to just make this work, but he has... you know, he doesn't have that much of a big army. He's going to have to come in here. He's going to have to take the best engagement, but he's going in against an arc of a unit. Here we go once again. Pili with all these Archons coming in one by one, and just so many mortals for Bales.
Yeah, another one joins the fray at the back there. He is going to be backing off a little bit, but Dark Templars swinging from the right-hand side. Are there any observers right now here for Pili? I don't think so. Yeah, there is one. It's coming in now a little late, but this is what he wanted to do with the DTs. He wanted to buy time in order to get a better position, and that he has. The 4th base is going to come under potential threat, but right now, moving down this ramp is going to be very difficult for him. However, if he can just hold on for a little bit here, the army for Bales, if he can he has to sack this base at least. It's going to be so hard to take this fight, though. It's really difficult right now.
That +3 really helping him as well with these big supply armies. Pili right now, he's not making any progress, he's not making a 4th base. This is it for him. He needs to kill this 4th or just entire army of Bales. And here we go, trying to get up that ramp, but just so much for Bales. Pre-split, and here we go. He's kind of pushing down, but he's playing this safe. He knows how bad Pili is doing right now. And actually, I'm going to retract that. I don't think even killing the 4th is enough. Right now, Pili needs to win.
Yeah, +3 is really going to hurt him again. Comes in here with these DTs. Perhaps if he can find an Immortal, that's going to be a very nice pickoff. Looks like it will go down. Did he lose the Observer?
Oh my
he lost
God.
the Observer. This DT completely unhindered to do whatever he wants, and that's huge. Blink forward, takes down 2 more Immortals, and this should be it.
That's one Dark Templar right now, just adding so much damage in the army. Gets the War Prism. Pili just running, even brought 3 probes because why not? But oh man, Bales holds on and he's pushing back Pili. I mean, that's kind of it, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, retaining a decent amount of your army, sure. Pili not 100,000,000% dead just yet, but within the next 30 seconds, he very well may be, because he's down in upgrades, he's down massively in army
I think
supply.
he's dead at this point.
Yeah, this should be it. The last attack is going to be incoming
9
shortly.
Immortals. Man.
Still, do we have an Observer out yet?
Yeah, he's adding a second right now as well.
Okay. But, I mean, shouldn't matter at this point. He should be dead.
Well, Bales is backing out. He's bailing.
He just has to, you know, go in there and just finish things.
Mother's will escape. I guess Bales, instead of taking the chance, he's going to do what we saw Pili do against Scarlet. We're going to see Bales just back off and realize that he's so far ahead. Why try to engage when he can just defend instead? Pre-split arc, beautiful setup.
But at the same time, though, there's no real sort of buy time to win condition here for Pili. He's just in a really rough spot. He's still down in that +3 versus the +2 upgrade situation, and it's really hurting him.
Yeah, no, he's not doing anything behind this. He's all in still. He just tries to add units and tries to win this. He's not building any probes, no 4th, no upgrades. He's not trying anything but adding units. So right now, Bales, as long as he survives, he wins this game.
I mean, he maxed out right now. 139 to 120 supply, attacking through this choke. The setup for Bales is absolutely huge, and he's going to go for it. This is the last battle of the game, and the +3 attack just shreds through everything. Gets the War Prism, no more reinforcements for Pili, and the supply really tells the difference. Look at all of these Immortals at the back doing so much damage, and this is going to be it.
There we go, GG, and Bales takes your first point.
And here we are with the first player in the bottom left. It is PvP.
And of course, the opponent to the Sidestone Gamer, the flip side player. It is going to be Bales. And well, oh well, Bales right now one map away from going into that PvZ versus Jon Snow. But we know this much. It is going to be a PvZ, nonetheless, a matchup I just adore. But we don't know which player just yet, because Pili, he can definitely take 2 games right here. It is going to be difficult, though, because Bales is such a strong player in the NA scene.
He's been looking really good in his PvPs, I have to say. And, you know, taking out Huck, again, no easy feat in that Protoss versus Protoss matchup. But here he is, and he's going to be going for that gate expand, going for the double gas as well. On the other side of the map, completely opposite build. Nexus first here for Pili. And the outcome here is going to be one of the two. Pili gets the huge economical advantage if Bales decides to go for the expansion of his own. Sure, he's going to have the quicker gas, etc., but you cannot really do any real damage if you decide to expand. So, should we see Bales opt in to go for a more aggressive approach into this? That's when you can do some damage, but you really have to be certain that you know you have the you can be so assertive to sort of lead up into the game and take charge of it. And I think that's what we're going to be seeing here, because setting up a proxy pylon, if he goes into a proxy Stargate here, that would be a really strong play.
And as PvP right now, when you see that complete block off, you gotta be kind of worried what could happen. Also, you know your opponent scouted you completely, so you just gotta watch out at this point, because if we see that kind of proxy come out here from Bales, we're gonna see what tech he decides here, but we could definitely see that